Hello everyone, my name is Henry and welcome to H Detective Channel. So today we're gonna talk about the bizarre case of Elisa Lam. This crime story happened in LA of year 2013. A Chinese Canadian girl died bizarrely in a hotel, had shocked the world, and this girl is Elisa Lam. She was born in 1991. Her parents were Hong Kong immigrants who moved to Canada in the 1990s. They engaged in catering trade in Metro Vancouver. Elisa Lam graduated from University Hill Secondary School and then studied at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, majoring in psychology. Classmates described her as a cheerful and friendly person. During a trip to the United States had caused the life of this young girl come to an end. What happened that year made everyone question this case. We will push the timeline back to January 2013. On January 2013, it was the coldest time in North America. 21 years old girl, Elisa Lam, was still attending university in Vancouver, decided to travel to California alone. With such an idea, her parents disagreed with it because they were worried about her traveling about alone, as she is a girl after all. But with the insistence of their daughter, Elisa Lam, they agreed, while adding on with the condition that she must contact her parents every day. Then she left Canada and came to America. She took the intercity bus all the way south. She visited the San Diego Zoo and posted some photos on social medias, and it seems like having a good trip. On January 26, she arrived at Los Angeles. She checked into the Cecil Hotel after 2 days. About this Cecil Hotel, it is not an ordinary hotel. It was built in 1924 with 14 floors, more than 600 guest rooms. Due to its geographical advantages, located downtown of Los Angeles, therefore in the early 1920s of business opening, it mainly used for business people. But in the 1930s, Cecil Hotel had gradually become a gathering place for gangsters and hooligans. In 1947, here had occurred a famous case which caused a sensation of the United States. Black Dahlia, brutally murdered and dismembered American actress Elizabeth Shaw. The victim's last appearance was also at the Cecil Hotel. Besides, there have been lots of suicide attempts at this hotel, which can be said have a variety of dark history and known as Death Hotel. The Cecil Hotel still operates until now, has become a budget hotel which kind of like a youth hostel for allowing a few people to live together in one room with lower price. Because of the low price of the Cecil Hotel, she decided to check into a shared room on the 5th floor with another stranger on January 28. Soon, her roommates complained with hotel's managers about Elisa Lam had certain odd behavior which made her really unbearable. So after 2 days, Lam was moved to a single room on the 40th floor of her own. She kept her promise to contact her parents every day, even though she was traveling alone in California. However, until January 31, her parents had not received any call from her. According to the original plan, this is the day where Elisa Lam will check out of Cecil Hotel and left for Santa Cruz. However, her parents, who keep in touch with her, suddenly lost contact with their daughter on this day. They felt very anxious, and their intuition tells them something must be wrong. So they decisively picked up the phone and called the LAPD for hoping they could help to find their daughter, Elisa Lam. LAPD sent officers to the Cecil Hotel once they got a report. Within the 20 minutes, they searched Elisa Lam's room. However, nothing was found. Then the police took their dogs and searched the whole building, including the roof. But they couldn't search the rest of the rooms in the hotels and eventually couldn't find her. For that, The police searched around the hotel and went to a nearby bookstore. The bookstore manager, a lady of her, told the police that she was the only person who recalled seeing her that day. He described her as she was outgoing, very lively, very friendly. The manager then told the police that she seems to be shopping for some books to take home as a gift because she heard that Elisa Lam was talking about what books to take and whether the books would be too heavy or not as she traveled. On February 6, a week after Elisa Lam had last been seen, LAPD decided to post flyers with her image in the neighborhood and online. Since then, the disappearance of Elisa Lam came into public eye. After a week passed, on February 15, LAPD had released a surveillance video of last known sighting Elisa Lam in one of the Sicilia's elevators. Because of this surveillance video had drawn worldwide interest in this case. Let's watch this video. The LAPD said that this video was taken on 1st of February. From the video, we can see that after Elisa Lam got into the elevator, she approached the elevator panel in a slightly anti-brake posture. She pressed all the floor buttons from top until bottom. At this moment, you can see that the elevator door was slightly closing, but then it returns to the previous condition. Then, she slowly came to the elevator doors, stick her head out, and quickly retracted. It's hard to understand that the elevator door should have been closed, but it didn't. This time, she hid at the blind corner of the elevator. Then, she got out of the elevator. Next, she made a series of weird moves and gestures. She spread her hand in front of her and kept swinging up and down. And then she played with her fingers. 15 seconds later, she disappeared in the surveillance visions. The elevator doors closed and back to normal. Once this video had been released, brought this missing case pushed to the climax, spread across the world's media overnight, and caused a stir. These series of actions by Elisa Lam are almost exclusively could be seen in horror movies, but they all take place in reality. Therefore, lots of media and netizens have interpreted these behaviors. Some people think that she avoiding someone's trail, and that person keep pressing the button outside the elevator so it never closed. Some of them think her expression was normal when she first entered the elevator, with no obvious signs of panic. Rather than avoiding someone, it seemed more likely to expect someone to enter the elevator. For a moment, there was a great deal of controversy. Everyone was looking forward to the LAPD for being able to find her. This way, all the mysteries can be solved by asking her personally. According to Canadian Omni-TV report, Michael, a 12 years friend who was a classmate with Elisa Lam from elementary school until university, said that Elisa Lam that she saw on the elevator monitoring screen was completely different from her usual style. She suspected that her friend Elisa Lam was drugged due to drugs are rampant in the area and Cecil Hotel is full of weird people. A person who claimed to be Elisa Lam's friends posted a postcard which Elisa Lam sent it to her on the internet. The postcard had Elisa Lam's signature and some strange word on it like "He is creeping me," pilgrimage, and other incomprehensible sentences which makes the case even more confusing. As a constant disclosure of bizarre cases, the Cecil Hotel where Elisa Lam lived has also attracted widespread attention. Lots of tourists went to Cecil Hotel to visit. Occurred a sudden increase in visitors, even occurred the scenario of reservation overflow, and reservation price have also risen. In addition, local Chinese citizens personally went to the scene for searching evidence to conduct a civil investigation, hoping to unravel the mysterious mystery that went viral on the internet. But when they arrived at the hotel, they were prevented from entering by armed guards of saying that this hotel is closed for rectification. On morning of February 19, some guests from Cecil Hotel complained that the water pressure in the room was too low and there was inexplicable odor in the water. So they notified a maintenance worker to inspect the water tank on the roof, and once he opened the lid of the water tank and found a dead body, he was so frightened that he hurried to call the police. The police arrived at the scene immediately after receiving the report. They found that the dead body in the water tank was a female corpse. The head was facing the bottom, while the feet were facing up in the water. The body was abnormally distorted. There was still 2/3 of the water inside the water tank. It is difficult to salvage as the body sank at the bottom of the water tank. So, more than 20 firefighters were dispatched, working hard with the chainsaw to cut down the side of the water tank before salvaging the body. She is a Canadian Chinese girl who had been missing for over half a month. Recently, some clothes like those worn in elevator monitors were floated in the tank. The watch and room key were also been found. On February 21, the Los Angeles Coroner Office issued the preliminary result of autopsy said that Elisa Lam's death was caused by accidental drowning. The date of death was 1st of February. That means from the day of Elisa Lam missing on 1st of February until the body was found on February 19, the guests of Cecil Hotel drank corpse water for half a month. The body had become very puffy from being soaked in water, and no visible trauma or no signs of sexual assault were found on her. The complete autopsy report was not released until 4 months later in June. This complete autopsy report has 27 pages in total. The above state that Elisa Lam's body left a variety of drugs such as lamotrigine, quetiapine, and venlafaxine XR. These 3 drugs are used to treat bipolar disorder or depression. Elisa might probably suffer from severe bipolar disorder. As we know that symptoms of bipolar disorder manifest themselves in moments of depression and in periods of mood swings several times per day. Police believe that's probably what caused Elisa Lam to drown accidentally. This conclusion of accidental drowning has sparked a heated debate among netizens, as the case had so many suspicions that many believe Elisa Lam died of homicide. In the surveillance video released by IPD, the timestamp in the lower left corner had been obscured, so we can see the exact time. Netizens had compared the timestamp that run normally with those in video, and found the timestamp in published video was edited, and some of the scene had been slowed down. Why the IPD did this had aroused everyone's doubts whether there are some ulterior motives. The place where Elisa Lam died was in the water tank of the hotel's roof. However, this place isn't something ordinary people can go up casually. Some netizens had visited on site and found that there are 3 passages could reach the roof of the hotel. The first passage is through the fire escape. There are 3 stairs like this. It is hard for a girl to get to the roof through a stair like this. The second passage is a locked door and key is given by the hotel staff. The third passage is staff channel. This staff channel is equipped with alarm. As long as someone passes through it, the alarm will be triggered. Elisa Lam wants to reach the roof without being noticed. It will be very difficult as she needs to be very familiar with the entire hotel's passage. So it is more likely that someone who is familiar with it brought her up to the roof. A large circular water tank with height 3 meters and wide 1.37 meters can store 3,000 liters of water. Assuming she has passed the first level, and reaches the roof without being noticed. Then the next level is how to climb up this big water tank. From the scene, there is a ladder on the side of the tank which can be used to reach the top of the water tank. Or she can also get up there with the help of the overhang walls and railings beside the water tank. But for a girl, it can be also difficult and dangerous. If she overcome all difficulties and came to the water tank alone, then the next part is the most incredible part. We all commonly know that the lid of the water tank on the roof is heavy. If she committed suicide or accidentally fell into the water tank, then how would the lid get back on it? We just mentioned that the LAPD issued a complete autopsy report of Elisa Lam in June 2013, and it also opened for public. Experts were also questioning after they had read this report, such as not stated directly the result of rape and fingerprintings, or how some of the identification process were conducted. The report showed signs of subcutaneous blood buildup in her lower body, which is likely to be a sign of sexual assault. Some experts pointed out that this sign could also occur during the process of decaying and swelling. The original report concluded that the cause of death could not be determined, but at the same day, they changed it into accidental category, indicating that the LAPD themselves were also hesitant. In this case, should the result could not be determined, the reason why everyone have so many doubts is that the conclusion of she was accidentally drowning to this evidence is very far-fetched and entirely unconvincing. So, whether Elisa Lam was suicide, accidentally drowning, or being killed, we don't know. And no one can persuade each other thoroughly. We can only hope that the truth will come out.